Welcome to number 20, or part 20, and the final chapter of Rusty, or 2002 F350 rust repair project that I'll walk you through the final steps of me getting her put together and ready to head back to its home front. Well, to start out today, either got to unscrew all these old mud flap bolts or end up cutting them off. So I thought I'd attempt and see if I get them out without cutting, but they was extremely rusted, and yeah, I'm not sure they're going to come out without cutting this. Get the rest of the old mud flaps off there, and even the heads of them here where I need to get a socket or a wrench on them. Doesn't look very good, so nice it'd be if they do that and just twist off. Now all I gotta do is just clean it up a little. So if they all do that, we're in good shape. So I don't want to beat them. Oh, that come right out of there. So maybe we'll get lucky and they won't fight me too bad. I can twist and get my filler neck out of the way. And if I get on the back side and rotate them a little, which that one, there ain't much nut left there to get on to. But I don't know how long he's driven this without that one turned. But that's just rust. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the cut them off method instead of fighting all that. And I've also got this wire here. I got to zip tie it up somehow and then get it up. Well, yeah, I can reach clear up there and put it up in the hole, because that's our corner light, and I'm going to zip tie that to this bracket that it's got for the wire. Now I got to drill holes and rebolt our tail lights on, and yeah, we'll just go from there. Got started back there on the mud flaps and tail lights. I needed bolts for the mud flaps, and I decided I would probably gonna weld on the new tail light brackets, just mainly because that'd be the easiest thing to do. And I thought, well, in the meantime, I'll come up here and get this inner fender put on and straighten out that wire. Of course, this vacuum tank, it's just got to kind of sit there because all the holes in it broke. But let's get this lifted up and into place. It's got to go in the fender like that. He had funnels stuck down in there. I wonder if that's all that was holding me up. That might have been the worst of it. Okay. Yep. All right, that is super close. That started. Oh, got the wrong bolt for there, so. See back there what I'm missing. Okay, got that. Put that down there and grab a 5.5. I think there's 4 of those. The only drawback to working out here in the grass is if you drop one, they could be a challenge to find. I don't know that there was a clip in that one hole. But we got that up in there. I just got to get a 10mm and tighten that. And then here on the bottom at the back, I got 2 of these burr clips to go in down here. So I have to lay down to put those in. But let me go get the 10mm and I'll tighten that one up. Then I'll lay on the ground and put the things up in the bottom of the fender down here, and this will be done. Well, as we progress and get closer to the end, I welded on the new taillight brackets, and then next thing I wanted to get up here was mud flaps. I had to go get some new bolts. I thought I had bolts, and then I dug through all my stuff and I didn't, so I went up to got a hardware store up here where I buy nuts and bolts by the pound, and it's so much cheaper than like going to, some of the places sell them to you piece by piece. It's so nice to just weigh them and call it good that way. But I'm hoping where all these spots are at in the mud flaps line up with holes that are in that bracket. So which I'm not sure that's going to work, because I really need that to be in about a 1/2 inch farther than what it is. I'm going to get a C-clamp and see if I can C-clamp that up there. Okay, well, I got that up there, and I was going to take it. Drill through the back side. And that one lined up. Yep. So we got that on there. Come over here and drill another one. All right. Quite a hunk of rubber here. Okay. Okay, and we'll just repeat this same procedure on the other side and get the other mud flap on, and then we'll mount some tail lights. Alright, sticking our tail lights in. Since this has only the license plate on the front, I painted the clear lens for the license plate light so it wouldn't be shining on the ground. Now I gotta plug them in, and up here we go. Not hardly enough room for my fingers behind that, by the mud flap, but we'll get it up there and then take a ratchet wrench and use being bent a little bit that way, but I think that'll be okay. I think all I got left here on the back Now stick these little corner lights in here on both sides, and I think that'll have the back all done. And I'm gonna go run the lights, and well, I think I'll put the corner lights in, then we'll check. I'm gonna go around and turn lights on and do four-way flashers and tail lights. Okay, so that one lit up. All right. Hands are all spread out. Okay. That looks pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the black on those little lights because they show up just fine. I think all I got left now is emblems on the doors. So we're on the downhill slide. Okay, now I spend the money and I got the genuine 3M adhesive tape. That's gonna, like here, put it on the back side, and then I'll take my razor knife and cut it. I have to go get a razor blade because this one seems kind of dull. Yeah, because normally I don't have that much trouble cutting it, but come here to the other side and stick that down on there. Let's just flip it over like that. For a right-handed person, some of this stuff lines up good. For a lefty, it's backwards. Scraping it off because, you know, it's either that or go buy new, and I figured out we didn't need new since it's not a new truck, but sounds like somebody's here. So I'm gonna get up and go look. That works good. Now all I have to do is wipe down figure out exactly where I want these to go, and then wipe down the body. These, you don't have much choice. They have locator pins. So the only thing you probably do with these is, I guess you could put them on upside down. So let me get the wax and grease remover and we'll go stick them on. Okay, we'll come up here and we see we got our locator pins, and I was trying. Just want to get the red pulled off, expose the tape. Okay, and then make sure we got it right side up. And I already rubbed it with the wax and grease remover. And that'll just stick on there. And I went and measured my truck, and these are just about 1.5 inches back from the front of the door and just right above that body line. So okay, that's a pain in the butt peeling that stuff off. I'm just going to get down here if I can. Oh. All right. Another thing I did earlier that I didn't do on camera was I'd forgot to deal with this body line. I took an adjustable wrench, stuck in here, and just bent that back a little to pull that where it didn't stick out quite as far, that it still could handle tightening up this gap a little, but I think that'll be just fine. Well, we're finally at the end of our rust repair on our 2002 F350. That we got all our painting done. Everything, you know, put back on it that needed to go on it. The last thing I did was I got the new 2x12s and put on the side rails. That yeah, we got some underneath side painted up and looking better, and got our dump bed all dolled up, mud flaps and tail lights. That I'll say a bed full of water that's leaking out now. But yeah, I was gonna say we're all in good shape, and got, yeah, because if you go back to the beginnings of this, you know, when I first started working on this, you know, remember all the big holes we had in here that are now gone. That, yeah, I'll say everything turned out really well. That, you know, it could use a hell of a detailing, you know, maybe a seat cover, but other than that, I think, yeah, we're in pretty good shape. That, liking the way it's looking, and time to call him and tell him his truck is done and ready to go. And I'm saying, for everybody that's been following this progress of the truck, I appreciate you for watching, you know, everything I've done. That I hope, you know, you enjoyed what all the filming I've done, you know, maybe learned something from the work I've done. That I'm quite, you know, probably the only other thing it could probably use is maybe a wet sand and a buff, but I don't think we're going to worry about that, because it is just a work truck, and most of the paint is probably as good as what you get on a brand new truck as far as the finish. So quite happy with it, and I'll say I appreciate everybody that's been watching. Appreciate all those thumbs up I've been getting. Appreciate all those comments, and I'll say you check back and you can see there's going to be a total of 20 episodes on this truck. So you want to see the whole start to finish, go back to the beginning of Rusty. That hey, thanks to all my subscribers, and anybody else that's not subscribing, better join on in, because I'll tell them what else you'll see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.